Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, it has been announced. Tomorrow, inshallah, will be the very first day of Dhul Hijjah, and we will be celebrating Eid on Sunday, June 16th. But before we get ahead of ourselves and think about Eid celebrations, we need to take a minute to really make the best of the magnificence and the magnitude of these days that are coming upon us, the first days of Dhul Hijjah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Quran that these are the very best days of the year. In contrast to the last 10 nights of Ramadan, which are the best 10 nights of the year, the days of Dhul Hijjah are the very best days of the year. And as such, it is our goal to make the very best of them, to increase our prayers, to increase our nawafil, to increase our sadaqah, our afkar, our recitation of the Quran, our dua for ourselves, for our families, for our ummah. Subhanallah, when we think about these days of Dhul Hijjah and we increase our worship, although we have not been called to the plains of Arafah this year, may Allah write it for us very soon, inshallah. We can make the best of the days just by being at home. And part of making the best of these days is really reflecting on why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose these rituals as the Hajj rituals. The steps that we make, the steps of Ibrahim and Ismail and Hajar. What do we learn from these three individuals? What kind of trust did they have in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Love that they had for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Tawakkul that they had on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And how we can implement that in our daily lives now in these days of Dhul Hijjah and beyond. SubhanAllah, Ibrahim was chosen as Khalilullah. He was chosen as Allah's friend. And the only other person that can make a claim on this is also Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And so there is a direct connection between our Prophet and Ibrahim. Ibrahim ﷺ visited Ismail regularly in Mecca, but he also called Philistine his home, where he raised Ishaq and where his progeny lived. And so we think about the situation of our brothers and sisters in Philistine and the importance of Philistine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that the only ones that can lay claim on Ibrahim are the people that followed him and the believers of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. And so his home was Philistine, and we lay claim on Philistine, and we make dua for it in these blessed days. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us from among the followers of Muhammad and the followers of Ibrahim, and those who inshallah will bring peace and justice and goodness and remove oppression from the lands of Palestine very soon. Inshallah, I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the strength and the health and the power and the energy and the will to make the days of Dhul Hijjah amazing, that you increase your ibadah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that you increase your reflection on the person that Ibrahim was and who Hajar was, and that you keep the ummah in your prayers and Philistine at the very, very foremost of that. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.